Don't trust bank lockers? Not a problem. When it comes to storing gold at home, it's a big deal. If you're into the gold game, figuring out where and how to keep it safe is key. The trick is to treat it like you would cold, hard cash. It's not something you'd stash in your sock drawer. These are 10 ways to store your gold at home. First off, what's the golden rule for safeguarding gold at home? Everyone needs one trustworthy confidant who is in the loop about where your precious gold is tucked away and holds the keys, passcodes, or instructions to get to it. This confidant should be someone you trust with your secrets. They should be well aware of your hiding spot, the quantity you've got, and how to open the vault in case your weekend adventure takes an unexpected turn. Now, you might wonder, why tell someone else? Well, keeping your gold's location and access info entirely to yourself comes with its own set of risks. You could fall ill, be out of commission, get into a major accident, or worst case scenario. If no one else knows, then accessing that gold becomes impossible. The very purpose you stored that bullion for, to safeguard and grow your family's wealth, goes up in smoke. To secure your wealth strategy, having that one confidant who knows your secret is non-negotiable. But here's the catch: they should be the sole keeper of the secret. Next, it's smart to divide things up after a certain point. Take a kilogram of gold, for example. That's about 32 ounces and roughly 60 grand. Now, you might have a setup at home with multiple safes, some hidden, some not, some built in, and some bolted down. The goal is to have a well-hidden safe for that 32 ounces of gold. And there's a solid security system in place, hooked up to cameras and all sorts of measures to keep unwanted guests out. The idea is to spread things out, maybe stash some gold in different spots. You've got to weigh the risk and reward. And sure, it might be cool to have a gold display at home, but it's smarter to keep it low-key. Now, even with the top-notch security featuring a safe tighter than Fort Knox, diversification is the key to keeping your gold safe. It's all about prepping for the what-ifs, and personally, there's no foreseeable emergency demanding more than 20 ounces of gold within an hour. For example, there could be 32 ounces, with a cap of 20 ounces at your house, and some 6 ounces tucked away elsewhere. Anything beyond? Easy peasy, straight into the vault. A safe deposit box is an option too, but proceed with caution. They lack security, accessibility, and insurance you'd wish for. Better safe than sorry, right? Also, how many people know about your gold? Just by buying gold, you've let a bunch of people in on the secret. Now, here's the real deal. If anyone besides you or your trusted friend caught wind of your gold, can you be sure they haven't told anyone else, maybe without even realizing it? And here are the critical questions that might put a target on your back. Are you showing off your wealth? If you figure out that more than just your friend might know about your gold, or that you're a target for trouble, it might be time to rethink things. Consider keeping less gold at home or tweaking your storage plan. Reminder, once the secret's out, there's no going back. You're in the danger zone, and the risk goes up as gold prices climb. Next, should you get your gold insured? Considering whether to insure your precious metals at home might cross your mind. Yet, insuring your gold stash at home breaks a crucial rule. It requires disclosing all your bullion details to strangers, from insurance agents to appraisers, risking your privacy and control over who knows about your holdings. On top of that, it can be pricey, and most home insurance plans might not fully cover the increased value if gold prices rise significantly. The alternative? Opting for professional, non-bank storage not only often costs less, but also offers greater privacy and security. For instance, one insurer offers a fully allocated storage program that includes insurance for a full replacement value, up to $50 million per account, a deal hard to match with a conventional home insurance policy. When it comes to storing gold at home, think of it as your financial safety net. Imagine a scenario. An emergency hits and you urgently need money. That's where having some physical gold close by can be a real lifesaver. Whether it's a personal hiccup or a bigger crisis, the bank could be closed or cash could not be an option. Having your gold within reach can make a huge difference. The trick is to keep some gold in a place that's easy to get to. If your stash is tucked away or takes ages to access, it loses its value as an emergency financial asset. While some might stash gold in a sock drawer or cookie jar for convenience, it's not the best way to secure your wealth. When it comes to securing gold at home, the main worry is theft, and the key is to get creative with hiding spots that a potential burglar wouldn't think to check. The goal is to strike a balance between a location that's simple for you or your heirs to find, but poses a real challenge for any intruder. A few tips include avoiding obvious choices like fake cookie jars or carved out books, steering clear of cliché hiding places seen in movies, and thinking about spots that wouldn't be stumbled upon by service professionals. Adding layers of complexity, such as storing gold 3 layers deep, can deter quick grab burglars. Thinking like a thief helps assess the cleverness of your hiding spot, and using decoys, like inexpensive jewelry or cheap gold coins, can mislead a potential thief. Diversifying hidden spots is also a smart move, ensuring you spread the risk while maintaining a clear record of each location. Now, let's talk about a bit of clandestine gardening, also known as midnight gardening. When it involves burying your precious metals under the cover of darkness. If you're into this, here are some tips to keep in mind. Get yourself a sturdy container that's airtight, waterproof, erosion-free, and bug-resistant. You don't want your bullion suffering from the elements. Think about how easy or tricky it is to find. Finding the sweet spot between a thief's radar and your heir's scavenger hunt skills. And if you decide to leave a trail with a treasure map, split the instructions between 2 trustworthy folks. Oh, and metal detectors can sniff out your buried treasure up to 4 feet deep, so keep that in mind. Lastly, if digging isn't your thing, you might consider a safe burial on the floor of a shed for a sneaky yet accessible option. When it comes to securing your precious gold at home, the more you've got, the more you should think about a solid security setup. A system with video recording and monitoring is great, providing not just a deterrent, but also immediate police response and crucial evidence if things go south. A nanny cam disguised as everyday items like clocks, hooks, or even light bulbs is a clever move for discreet surveillance. If you're using a safe, fireproofing and protection against elements like water damage are non-negotiable, and size matters. Big enough to secure, but not small enough to stroll out with. Consider the weight too. A 300 to 400 pound safe is a solid bet against solo theft attempts. Also, think about hiding your keys separately or being cautious with combination locks. No matter how ingenious your home storage methods are, you can't escape the risk posed by natural disasters like fires, floods, or earthquakes. Just think of the 2011 tsunami in Japan. Even the most secure safes couldn't stand up to the sea's fury. Losing your gold to such an event leaves you with no recourse, emphasizing the need for a strategic approach. While keeping a portion of your bullion at or near home is practical, stashing large quantities there becomes too risky. The ultimate solution involves diversifying storage locations. Enter private, non-bank, fully allocated, fully insured Class 3 vaults, the pinnacle of security during financial and social crises. This storage program stands out as one of the world's best, ensuring your precious metals stay safe and sound. Any questions? Drop them in the comments. If this resonates with you, show some love with a like and hit that subscribe button for more gold and silver wisdom.